when you lack direction, you'll kind of latch onto anything. And a lot of the things that they're latching onto are the popular stereotypes. So you ask a lot of young men, what do you want to be? What do you want to do? What did they say? I want to be a rapper. I want to be a ball player, right?
I would say, you know, when I come on here, we always talk about social determinants of health. And so for me, it is what else is happening in their environment that is exacerbating whatever challenges.
What is up, everybody? It's Dr. Vibe here, host and producer of the award-winning Dr. Vibe show, the home of Epic Conversations, and I'm the host of Epic Conversations, 2020 best podcast. You know, I got this lady has me so rushed. I'm messing up today. 2020 best podcast news award winner, 2018. I don't even got it right. 2018 Innovation Award winner, 2020 Best Podcast News Award winner, given out by the Canadian Ethnic Media Association. All right, we're done. Got that right. And you know what? I am human, but we have fun here. So before we go any further, some really quick things. Please subscribe to the Dr. Vibe Show on YouTube and hit the notification button. Also, like the Dr. Vibe Show on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. To advertise your business, product, or service on our show, please email me, dr.vibe at the vibe.show.com. So speaking about busy, I'm going to bring this wonderful lady on our show. This lady. Hello,
Dr. Vibe.
Hello. And if you don't know who this lady is, it is the Honourable Kamal Khera, Minister of Diversity, Inclusion, and Persons with Disabilities in this country called Canada. What's been going on in your world?
Well, it's been a busy summer, as we know, and it's been super fun engaging with constituents and Canadians, and, you know, lots of engagements, lots of door knocking, lots of barbecues and events to be able to talk to Canadians about things that matter to them. So, but great news coming out of today, though, by the way, that the Bank of Canada, once again, third consecutive time has brought down the interest rates 0.25 once again basis points, which is great news for, as you know, Dr. Vibe. We've chatted about affordability for so many Canadians, for people's mortgages is number one issue that I hear about, how expensive that is. And I think with inflation coming down, by, you know, Bank of Canada putting the interest rate on the right trajectory to bring them down, you know, wages are going up, lots exciting things happening. Canada's economy is strong, and here we are investing in Canadians with Canada Child Benefit, with, you know, early learning and childcare agreements right across this country, $10 a day childcare, by dental care that's supporting Canadians, with pharmacare. So much excitement around by actually doing the work that, you know, Canadians sent me to Ottawa to do. But as the Minister of Diversity and Inclusion, one of the things I get to do is work alongside wonderful communities in this country. And, you know, just last Saturday, we celebrated the International Day for the People of African Descent, which I think it's such an important day to be able to talk about the history of Black Canadians in Canada, but also to talk about all the work that needs to be done, all the work that we have been doing. You know, fundamentally, I will tell you, our government believes that when you include people, Canada wins. And I am so thrilled to tell you, Dr. Vibe, and we missed you at the announcement where we announced that CAFCAN, which is a wonderful organization in Toronto that has been selected as who's going to be doing the work to create a national institute for the people of African descent in Canada. It is a historic first. You know, I remember back in 2016, I got together with a bunch of, you know, Black Canadians across the country, and I said, what are some of the things that we need to do? I mean, we've chatted about the United Nations Decade for the People of African Descent that has led it to make investments in Black communities. But one of the things that I remember was that the community came together and said, we need a national institute led by Black Canadians to deliver for Black Canadians that is going to help with research, policy development, to be able to do the work in terms of driving the work that's at every level of government that needs to happen. And we said, okay, well, tell us how we're going to do this. And I'm so proud that we, you know, with an investment of $7.25 million, CAFCAN is going to be leading this work alongside, Black-led grassroots organization all across the country. This is not just, a Toronto, GTA, Ontario thing. It's a national institute of first of its kind to be able to support people, to be able to talk about research and data and talk about what needs to happen and where we need to invest, and not just, telling the federal government where that money, also what policy decisions need to be made, but also municipal and provincial. So I am super excited. Dr. Bob, you missed a great announcement, because I will tell you the energy in the room of our some folks that have been doing this work for many years, to be able to do this work alongside them with the young generational, to talk about what this will mean, not just for today. It's not just for today, but for generations to come. So I'm super excited that I get to do this work alongside incredible colleagues and incredible organizations that are doing tremendous work. And with Canada, when we adopted the UN Decade for the People of African Descent domestically, and when I was at the UN and I said that we want to do this more, we the work doesn't end with the decade. We need a second decade, and that's the extension that we put forward domestically and endorse that decade at the international level. It's because we care and we want to make sure we invest in people. So I'm super excited to be able to lead this work alongside community and to be able to share that good news with you, Dr. Vibe, and the work that you do at that grassroots. You talk about mental health, you talk about mentorship for young people. These are all the things that I think we fundamentally want to do. So super excited, great news, and I hope you never miss my announcement next time.
You had to get that one in there. Well, you know what? Let me put it this way. Let me ask you, how many Black media have had a conversation with you on it?
Honestly, you are it.
All
You
right.
are
So
it.
there
And
you
you
go.
do. And I would say the most important one,
Oh,
because you and I have chatted a lot about
yep.
what it means for ethnic media, what it means for Black ethnic media, what it means for the conversations you're having. They're so important, because this is a kitchen table conversations that are happening right across the country and Black communities across this country. And I think that is why I think it's really, I always say it's really important for me to always, anything I do, that I come to your show and share that news with you, so then you can share this news with the rest of the community, because I think I am a big believer of grassroots, and you're as grassroots as you can get.
Well, receive that. We only have you for a few more short moments, so I don't know, one of two. Okay. From your lens, what can those people who weren't part of the announcement do to make this a success?
Oh my God, absolutely. So first and foremost, I would want you, and this is a work that CAFCAN, which is the Canadian African Social Services Community, which are located in the Jamaican Canadian Association building in Toronto's, but very well connected throughout the country. I would want you to get in touch with them. They're going to be creating, so they're not leading, they're creating an institute, but they can't do this work alone. We need community supports from right across this country, from Black organizations around this country. And one of the reasons why this organization was selected was because of the networks that they have and the relationships that they've built. And I think this is going to be a game changer, because if you want, if you care about your present and your future in this country, get involved. Make sure you're part of the National Institute. Make sure you're helping them succeed, because this is going to be a game changer for not just for the Black communities. It's going to be a game changer for Canada at large. So I'm super excited to be able to lead this work alongside wonderful people like you, Dr. Vibe, and so many incredible pioneers, within the community, trailblazers within the community that have been leading this. So I love my job, because I get to do this exciting work that I deeply care about, that I know is going to impact Canadians right across this country.
Excellent. And for those people who want to get a hold of CAFCAN, there's their Instagram handle on the screen. So reach out to them. And as the minister mentioned, they're located Highway 400 and Finch area in
Yeah.
Toronto. But go check them out on social media and ask them, what can I do? How can I help make this a reality?
Absolutely.
I have you for another 30 seconds. What message do you have for Black Canadians?
I will say thank you, because that's my number one message for the community, because we wouldn't been able to do the work that we have led, whether it is by adopting the UN Decade for the People of African Descent that we did in 2018, that created a roadmap for the government of Canada to lead this work to support, Black-led, Black-serving, supports, by investing over $840 million into the communities, by developing programs such as the Black Philanthropic Endowment Fund, whether it was a Black Entrepreneurship Fund, which is leading Black businesses across this country into success stories across this, from coast to coast to coast, whether it was the Supporting Black Communities Initiative, and the fact that we have, for the first time ever, a National Institute for the People of African Descent that CAFCAN will be leading alongside wonderful organizations. None of that would have happened if it wasn't for the community, if it wasn't for your advocacy, if it wasn't for your resiliency, and if it wasn't for us telling us what to do. And I want to center my message around that, because I wouldn't have been able to do this work if I didn't have wonderful organizations and trailblazers that led this work alongside so many people. And of course, just I want everyone to know that the government of Canada, the federal Liberal government, will continue to make that choice to be inclusive, because that's what we believe in. Whereas Pierre Poilievre and the Conservatives have said they're going to cut. The first thing they're going to cut is diversity inclusion. The first thing they're going to cut is supports for communities on the ground. We won't let that happen. And I just want to say thank you. And I look forward to continuing this work alongside many of you.
Well, excellent. For people who want to follow her on Instagram, and she's very active on Instagram, everything from shaking hands to being at the Canadian National Exhibition. She did find time for a partner to celebrate that, by the way, which is most important. But also great reel about sending your young one to school.
Yes, that's my nephew, and
so
I
cool.
thought it was such a cute video of him giving advice for young kids going into school, and he said, "Be kind and have fun." And I think that's important, and I think we should all channel that, not just going to school, but I think in our lives. And I think you, Dr. Vibe, you and I always talk about. I love the vibes here. It's positive energy, because ultimately that's what it's all about.
Look, I've kept you a minute past your time, so I'm going to let you go. As always, don't just manage your time, manage your energy. And remember to give yourself grace, and we will chat soon.
Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, there you go, family. Quick to the point. Yes, she had to make a move because she's on the go. So definitely, again, if you want to find out more information about the Institute and see if you want to assist, there's CAFCAN Social Services Instagram handles. CAFCAN, I'll spell it out for those people, CAFCAN, then Social Services. And if you want to follow Minister Khera on the Instagram, Kamal, which is KAMALKHERAI. Anyway, okay. I got this one. KAMALKHERALIB. So that is it. That was quick, family. Quick. So as always, you can watch replays of the Dr. Vibe show on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn via Dr. Vibe, and then at the website, the drvibeshow.com. So I want to thank everyone who took time. This is a quick conversation, family, in, out, but I wanted to hail up some people who are here. Flicks Fireworks says blessings. Thank you so much. Frequency Event Promotions, greetings, as always. And let's make it happen. So as always, this is the way we end off our conversations. Live your life as a dream. If you can dream it, you can make it. Sometimes you have to get smaller, get stronger. Block assumptions and aim bigger, aim better, aim higher, aim wider. Love, faith, and respect. And remember, just don't manage your time, manage your energy, and remember to give yourselves grace. God bless, peace to you all. Keep the faith and walk good, and thanks for tuning in.